Okay, guys, here we go. So you asked me to show you my library, the special books that I have about mysticism, about esoterics, spirituality, psychology, out-of-body experience, etc. So I have prepared a cup of tea, green tea, my favorite, and I have this shelf to show you some of the books that I especially cherish, because of course I have online books that I reread every once in a while, but these are the special books that I would like to share a story about. The first one is by Mikhail Raduga, and it is called Out of Body. Judging by the name, you can guess that the book is about out-of-body experience, or what is called astral projection and lucid dreams and stuff like this. It is the book that I ordered a year ago. I had read it online, but then I decided that I want to have a physical copy of it, so I got it. It wasn't that hard because some books are difficult to find, but this one was an easy find. And the same goes with the Phase. It is by Raduga as well. It gives a deeper definition of what out-of-body experience is, with examples and how you can use it in real life, how limitless the phase is, and how really useful in this physical life what we can get from the phase and bring it into our physical world. Oh, and since we touched the topic of mysticism, how about Elena Blavatsky? I believe many of magicians, many of people who like mysticism are familiar with her works, and I have these 4 volumes of her Tayная Doktrina, which in English is Secret Doctrine. These 4 books were really hard to find because they're old, and you do not often get old books for a cheap price. So I had had hard time finding them online, and those that you can find online are very, very expensive. So I had to search for other sources, and in the end, by lucky coincidence, I found a seller who sold them for a very cheap price, and I was so lucky when I hurried and got them, and just in about a week they arrived. They are hard to read. Yes, it is a hard read, because Blavatsky is for somebody who's ready, for somebody who is familiar with Castaneda, and a lot of things in her books are extremely difficult to understand. But if you're ready, if you have this understanding in you initially, many things that are written in these books, you can understand most of the things that she writes about. Here we go from mysticism to psychology, and we meet Psychological Aikido by Mikhail Litvak. He's an amazing writer. He's an amazing psychologist. Sometimes how he writes and what he tries to convey in his books and in his interviews are hard things. These are the nuts that are hard to crack, but they are very useful things. And once you get the hang of what he tries to tell you, you'll understand. In this book, there is a collection of ways of the right communication with your close ones, with your friends, with your colleagues, etc. Just a very useful thing, even though the book seems really small. And behind this row, there are some other books on psychology. It's about man and woman relationships, which I have read from cover to cover for about 150 times. No exaggeration. And these are the books that I base my experience on, the books which have helped me to cope with some life situations, and the books that I base my recommendations, which I give to my patients and clients. So this is a small part of my library, of course. I'm going to show you just a glimpse of what I have. These encyclopedias, dictionaries. I guess it's time for me to drink my tea. Thank you for watching these videos. If you have other questions, please don't hesitate. Go ahead, ask. If you want to know more about these books or you want to know more about me, I will answer your questions sooner or later. But that's it for today. See you in my next video. Bye, guys.